Hi, I'm Dr. Brenda at Revitalize Physical Therapy, and today I'm going to show you how cortisol or stress could be affecting your sex life and also your whole reproductive health. So this is the biochemical pathway of how to make our sex hormones. So we have progesterone, testosterone, and estradiol, also known as estrogen. So these three are our main sex hormones for females, and it all stems up here from cholesterol. So our body takes on good healthy fat and it converts into a compound called pregnenolone, which then divides into these two pathways to make our sex hormones. Now, progesterone is also part of making cortisol. And cortisol is our main stress hormone. So when our body goes through stress, it releases cortisol to help deal with the stress and basically elicit the entire stress response. Cortisol then basically turns it off. So say you have something really stressful, like you got in a car accident and your body produces cortisol to kind of deal with that fight or flight, your adrenaline, that's all stemming from cortisol. Then the issue's resolved, the car accident's over, cortisol basically tells your body, okay, it's over, time to stop. So what happens when we have too much stress or we're not managing that stress well, our body gets stuck in this chronic stress state. What happens then is our body basically takes pregnenolone to create cortisol. So instead of dividing to make our sex hormones, it just takes this one and goes straight to cortisol. So when we're in this like chronic stress state, our body stops making the sex hormones and just makes cortisol. So what happens when this shuts off and we aren't making it, then we have issues like decreased libido, we have issues with orgasm, sometimes even pain with intercourse because we have low estrogen. So all of this can affect how sex is for you and also your reproductive health. If the sex hormones aren't being created, your cycle might get affected, you might not be ovulating, you might have issues getting pregnant. So all of that stems from having too much cortisol, and your body is basically saying we need all of the resources to make it because this is the priority, and making the sex hormones at that time is not the priority. So if you are dealing with a lot of chronic stress issues, or maybe you are having any kind of fertility or sexual health issues, let us know. We're happy to help. We do have a stress response test that can look at this objectively and give you a data-driven approach to helping improve that so you can have better sex and better fertility.